What is going on, guys? Nice talking to you guys again. If you're new to the channel, which you probably are, I told you guys the last time that if I had any news on the new job that I got, which if you're new to the channel, if you've never been here before, go check out my latest long form video. I got a new job. I'm very excited. But I said I would update you guys on whatever was going on. And I didn't think I was going to hear back from these people for a little bit, for 2 or 3 weeks at least. But I got an email from them today talking about the position, just overall like the dress code and code of conduct and all that stuff. And the way that I am, I got to dig a little deeper, right? So the position that I'm in, I'm not gonna like fully say what it is, but you can kind of assume if you kind of put the pieces together. I work for the community. I'm like a community worker. I work for the community essentially, and it's a very important position in the community. I interviewed there like a month ago. And I honestly did not think I was going to get the position. In fact, I was so certain that I wasn't going to get it that I literally had 3 other places lined up. But somehow, some way, the job fell right into my hands. And the whole reason why I got it is because, number one, networking. I knew a lady that's already worked there for about a decade now. And I don't know if she pulled off like a 28-3 Tom Brady Super Bowl win. But she got me in there. She got me in there. But the crazy part is, just give me a second here. I'm just trying to give you guys a layout. So, I got into the interview and I absolutely nailed the interview. They loved me. It got so good in the interview that we completely actually stopped talking about the interview. And I just felt like I was just normally talking. Which, if you ever have that in an interview, that's pretty good. You're doing a good job. So I got that all situated, got the interview done. Even during the interview, they're like, "We love your personality. You're doing very good. We think your personality would fit." And even after the interview, the lady texted me and said that the supervisor and the manager said I did a good job. So that made me feel good. But there was like 125 applications. I was the first interview. So maybe I set the bar real high or something, because they liked me and I got in there. He said, "I'm going to email you in a couple weeks. Let you know what's going on," because they have to do like background checks on me and stuff like that. I gotta get a physical done. I gotta get a drug test and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I get the email thread. Well, you know how you can send like multiple people the same email. There's like 5 or 6 names, and I'm like the 7th or 8th name. So I'm like, this is my class of people that I'm working with. So what do? I start digging, right? I start going on to Facebook, Instagram, the socials, and I start looking up names. And I'm looking around, and I did recognize one of the names, and I was going to text the guy, because I'm pretty sure I went to high school with him for a year, but I might leave that be for a little bit. I'm digging through the names, and I start getting into it, because some people, like on their email, they have like their LinkedIn attached. So I don't have a LinkedIn. I've never used LinkedIn, but you could still go on there and look. So I go on there, I'm looking, and some of these people, full 4-year master, bachelor degrees, like in psychology, criminal justice, marketing, like I mean full-fledged, like from Penn State, Westchester, Florida. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, I just got this job interview. I've been a construction worker for 4 years. And these people got 4-year master degrees. I'm like, do I feel good because I snuck in there? Or do I feel bad because I just took a spot from somebody who actually deserves it? And I think that's kind of my brain bringing me back to reality. Like, you know how your brain, you could feel so happy, everything's going so good in your life, and you're like, what's gonna happen? What bad's gonna happen? I think that's my brain just being like, alright dude, you really gotta not mess this up, like, you got real lucky. I think that's my brain. I think that's my brain just kind of bringing me back to the reality. Not saying that I don't deserve it, but I'm just like, how the hell did I land this shit? Seriously, excuse my mouth, but I'm like, how did I do this? So at that point, right, I'm just completely dumbfounded. I'm like, and then I'm scrolling. I'm looking through some more names. So it looks like there's about 9 people including myself, quit percentage. There's a phrase for it, and I can't remember it because my brain's not working. But like, there's a high percentage of people quit the job because it's a kind of a stressful job. So maybe that'll slim down a little bit. But it seems like a lot of these people have a lot more experience than I do. Like, I never went to college. I've only had a handful of jobs, so it's a little intimidating. But I'm not gonna compare myself to somebody else. But that was my little PSA announcement, updating you guys. They said mid-April to like the beginning of May, I'm gonna start. But that's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Appreciate you guys supporting the videos. We passed like 100 subscribers like a week ago. Very exciting. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.